difficult is it going from a Sunday away in France to a Friday on a long road trip up to Sale?
Yeah, I think it just takes a bit of focus from the guys. We've just gone out there and done our training session today. Luckily, it was a short flight back, and I feel quite good. I think a lot of the guys look quite good in training, so hopefully we're fresh for Friday.
Obviously, as you say, it's a day less, 2 days less really to prepare. How does that impinge on what you guys do ahead of a game when you have 48 hours less to prepare than you would do for a normal match?
Well, obviously we're doing a couple of sessions extra less, so we're hopefully going to be a bit fresh this weekend. But I don't think it makes too much difference apart from the detail. But a lot of the guys, have been playing week in, week out, and they know the deal. So it's just putting that to practice. Indeed,
and I guess it's a chance for you guys to kind of, as much as you can, kind of physically rest, I suppose, to those weary bodies, because they're a long trip, and going away to France is not the easiest game in the world, is it?
No, especially against them, big bunch of guys. I think that all those kind of things are excuses, and it's really just about focusing on the game and just doing the best you can do on Friday.
And Sale away has not always been the happiest of places for the Chiefs, is it? Do you feel you've kind of got a little bit to prove maybe there?
We have talked about that a little bit, but it's a niggly place to kind of go. That's the way they want to play the game. We're just going to go up there and focus on ourselves and just make sure that we do what we've got to do.
It's funny because the Chiefs have talked about playing their own game, certainly in Europe as well, and that seems to have found them in good stead. Has it been a little bit tougher to kind of say, let's just do what we do and other teams worry about us in the last few weeks? In previous years, people have said, we'll work out what they're going to do and then kind of play to that.
I think if you start worrying about what the people are going to do, you don't have that. Don't have that ability to focus on yourself. So by us saying, this is the way that they play, this is the way that we play, let's make sure we do what we can right. It puts the ball kind of in your court, and you can, like I said, play the way you want to play.
Let's talk about James Short. How's James Short assessing his first couple of months of the season?
I was obviously broke my hand, so it was a bit disappointing start, but it was really good to be back out there last weekend, and the atmosphere was great, and it was really nice to be back running around again.
How frustrating is it when you get an injury like that so early in the season?
I don't think anyone wants to be injured. Everyone would much rather be running around on the pitch, and to be honest, I was just excited getting out of rehab and just getting back on the pitch, so I feel good now.
Yeah, and I guess just in the right time with Jack obviously going down with his injury, so it means there's a few wingers out there and there's a little bit of competition.
Well, we've got loads of decent back three players. Everyone's playing well at the moment, and that's the kind of best environment to spur everyone on and get everyone improving. So yeah, I can't complain.
I guess when you break a hand or something, is it? Obviously, you don't want to break any bone, but compared to does it mean you can still keep yourself fit and things like that? Obviously, you can't necessarily handle the ball or push weights and stuff, but I suppose you can keep yourself sort of aerobically fit.
Yeah, I was doing all the stuff that I don't like doing, like running and leg weights and all that kind of stuff. I'd much rather be running around outside and doing off body weights. But yeah.
So the final couple of games in for the international games and the LV Cup and that. How important is it that you keep this run of good results going into the international break and the LV Cup games?
I said it already, but I think if you just focus on each game kind of as it comes, and you're just putting the right preparation in for that game, then everything you'll be in good stead for the future this week and the next 2 weekends. I know that there's a lot of guys that are going to be excited about playing the next few weeks, and it should be good. And
finally, what you've already sort of touched on Sale being a bit niggly and things like that. Where do you feel their major threats lie?
Well, in attack.
Yeah.
In attack, obviously they've got a lot of good running threats, a lot of good ball players, and they've been playing well as well, and they've been scoring quite a lot of tries. So our defence will probably be a key part of the game.